The Muslim radical shouted, demanding heavy punishment, as heavy as possible.
To be in prison is to be in despair, because one doesn't just lose one's freedom, one loses everything. One theoretically even loses one's life.
This is truly a time of suffering, because I got separated from my family. My children leave their mother beside them.
It had been 8 years since I had seen my wife and my 2 boys together at the same time. 8 years in which we couldn't chat together. We couldn't pray together.
After my father was told of my imprisonment, he said, I am proud of my daughter for the suffering she experienced for Christ. Just finish what the Lord has assigned you to do. Just keep on preaching the gospel.
For me, it has been an incredible feeling to walk out a free man. I took my wife's hand and my daughter's hand. My boys were behind us, and I raised my eyes to the heavens because my help comes from the Lord.
How wonderful! They are free at last. Your prayers really do make a difference to those in prison and to their families who suffer. But sadly, the battle is not over. More than 100 million Christians around the world should be free to believe and live out their faith openly without suffering interrogation, arrest, torture, and even death. But they are not free to believe, and they need our prayers. Christian parents should not have to choose between their faith and the lives of their loved ones. But they are not free to believe, and they need our prayers. Nor should fathers be forced to choose between their faith and their homes and jobs. But they are not free to believe. They need your prayers. No one should be robbed of their dignity or their very life just because they've decided to follow Jesus. But in over 60 countries, Christians are not free to believe. They stand on the front lines of a spiritual battle, choosing faith and accepting the consequences. Amazingly, as I meet these men and women, people of whom the world is not worthy, they ask us to pray for those who persecute them. They know that because they're Christians, they are not free to demonstrate their beliefs. They cannot live out their faith in the open or share it with others without severe consequences. In the midst of any trauma that may come, they strive. They pray to remain faithful to the end, whatever that end may be. And that's what I'm asking you to do today. I'm asking you to pray for the persecuted, for those who are on the front lines of this spiritual battle. Your prayer support is so vital. Join the battle, because they are not free to believe. Not yet. Your prayers make a difference. They set the captives free.